Good morning. We will pay attention to manufacturing today, and we will concentrate on the factory overheads. If we look at the information, the direct material cost is 125 Rand per bag. The primary cost is 255 Rand. And the number of bags completed during the year was 12,000. So first of all, if we want to calculate the primary cost, I will take the number of bags, 12,000, multiply it with the 255, and that will give me the total primary cost. Primary costs consist of direct material and direct labor. Direct material is 125 Rand per bag. We made 12,000, so if I multiply the 125 with the 12,000, the direct material is 1.5 million. Now, they don't give me information about the direct labor, but I know that primary costs consist of direct labor and direct material. So if I take the total primary cost, the 3060, and I subtract the direct labor material from it, I can calculate the direct labor. Now, your total cost is the primary cost, or direct material and direct labor, plus overheads. Now, they don't give us the overheads, but they give us the total manufacturing cost. So it means that because they give us the total manufacturing cost, we know that total manufacturing cost is direct material, labor, and overheads. I've got the primary cost. They give me the total manufacturing cost. So if I subtract those two from each other, I can calculate the factory overheads. Okay, so if we look at all these terminology that we used, it is very important that you must remember that primary costs consist of direct material and direct labor. You can't make anything if you don't have workers to make the things. You can't make anything if you've got workers but you don't have material. So therefore, you must have material and labor to be able to make something, and that is why direct material plus the direct labor forms your primary cost. It's very important to realize what is included in the direct material. That is the material that will form part of the finished goods. So if we make a dress and we cut out the pattern, the material that goes into the dress is direct material. The material that falls off on the sides will be indirect material. So the direct material is the material that is part of the finished goods, and the indirect material is the material that's wasted, that falls off on the side, and that forms part of factory overheads. So although it is not included in the finished product, the business still has to pay for that material. Direct labor is the people who actually sit at the machines and make the articles. So they actually produce the products. The supervisor, the cleaner, people who carry things from one table to the next, is classified as indirect labor. Indirect labor is also necessary in the production process, so it's an expense for the business, but they don't actually sit and make the things, so that is classified as factory overheads. Now, factory overheads consist of different things. It is all the other expenses that we have in the factory to be able to produce goods. So that will be the first two that we've already learned, is indirect labor and indirect material. Then any other expenses that we have in the factory, like electricity, rent, insurance, any other expense that we have in the factory. The total production cost consists of direct material, direct labor, and overheads. So that is the total cost. Now, we also know that direct material and direct labor is primary cost. So we can say the total cost is primary cost plus the overheads. So what did we learn today? That the total production cost consists of direct material, direct labor, and factory overheads.